are on the air. Pops, what time is it?
It's Chomp time.
It is Chomp time indeed. I am Mike. That is Pops. This is the Chomp Time podcast. This is season 2, episode 7, Pops.
Oh, 7.
I have dubbed episode 7 of season 2.
Lucky?
I have a theory.
Is it a lucky theory? Because 7's usually lucky.
Well, it could be.
All right.
We're going to go at that theory at the very end of the episode.
All right.
It is about Gators football.
All right.
But, yeah, so here we are. We are a couple days away from the game against Texas in the Swamp.
Yeah.
So we will talk briefly on that if we need to.
Well, I think that's why we have the podcast.
I guess.
We do have to talk about the game that's coming up this Saturday. The interesting part of this game is there's a lot of stuff online about people really being upset, and a couple of I know they're Gator fans, but listen, people. Yeah, listen, I came back. The reason I'm wearing my shirt with the logo, the hat, everything today, I'm a Gator fan. I don't want to hear any of this garbage about, well, if we don't show up, that's really showing them. No, it's not. You're defacing the team. I want all of us there cheering on the team. It's not the team's fault that we got this guy as a coach. We need everybody to show up and to cheer and nobody not to go to the game.
Is this already Pops off?
No, it's not Pop.
This is just
but I'm sick of this stuff I read online all the time.
Well, yeah, you're talking about how a lot of Gator fans in the Gator groups are asking fellow fans to boycott the game.
Yeah, no,
don't buy merchandise, don't buy tickets.
Yeah,
No, you're going to be a Gator fan in all kinds of weather is probably our best tagline.
I agree 100%. It's you know what? Listen, we're going through a drought in football. We're just going through a drought. It is what it is. You know, we went through the same thing in basketball. All of a sudden, we're back. So, hey, at some point, we're going to be back in football.
I mean, it is.
I don't know when, but at some point.
It is a good 17 to 18 year drought.
Listen. There have been 5 or 6 high-profile coaches that have lost their job already this year, which is very unusual for the amount that have been fired in mid-season. I mean, they're not even waiting for a bye. These guys are just firing these guys. It is what it is.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How did Ole Miss get Lane Kiffin, and his buyout is so tiny?
I'm not sure. He was at
FAU.
Was FAU?
FAU.
Okay.
Before.
So maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe there wasn't a line of people that were looking for him. I'm not sure, but I know I texted you the other day. This guy goes, and what I love about there's a lot of things about Lane Kiffin you could say about any individual. One of the things I like about this guy is he's not afraid to go and do what he wants to do, what he thinks is right. This guy didn't go into the portal looking for the number 1 quarterback. I got to get the number 1 quarterback. This guy looks around, does his homework, goes up to Ferris State up in Michigan, I believe they are, Division II school, which are your nephew played for Grand Valley State, so he faced this team many moons ago.
Your nephew, my cousin.
Oh, that's right, your cousin. I'm sorry. Yeah, all these names get screwed up. So he picks this kid up from Division II. All this guy has done the last 3 games is thrown for 300 yards and rushed for at least 50. Last time that was done? Over 30 years ago in the SEC.
Wow.
I mean, come on.
He knows what he's doing. So Pops came out firing today. I should tell you that we do have a couple segments that we're going to be doing the Pops off. He's already got his the burner light going, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so. I'm just pissed off. I'm ready to,
You are.
There was a week off of football. Yeah. It was kind of nice. We didn't have to worry about watching us play.
Yeah.
But I'm anxious.
Yeah, you're coming in on 10.
Come on.
And then we have Mike Strikes Back. We'll do some of that. Chomp Time Trivia is a good trivia question. It's all about Gators football today. And then finally we'll do the I Have a Theory. So let's get right into it, Pops.
Yeah.
You're already into it. Your thoughts, any analysis on the game in the Swamp. We are underdogs by what, 7.5?
Yeah, I think that's kind of light, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Again, I think our defense has played pretty much lights out all year. I know we gave up 3 touchdowns in Miami, the defense, but 2 of them weren't really their fault as far as what Miami got the ball. It didn't have to go very far to score a touchdown. But listen, the defense is solid. We've had a week now, almost 2 weeks, to figure out what we can do in offense. I'm hoping that coach kind of looked at Saturday's games to watch what some of these other teams are doing.
Yeah.
They're not running 8 flanker screens, bubble screens, whatever you want to call it. So let's just see what happens. To be honest, I don't think we can win this game. I think this was supposed to be, the big game where we had DJ against Arch Manning. Well, yeah, that's not turned out. Arch Manning is not exactly, burning up the field with his play either. So, we'll see how this all.
Give me a score prediction there, Pops.
I'm gonna go with 38-17.
Gators?
No. No.
Thought I'd throw in that joke.
No.
Hey, Pops, I've a little sidebar here.
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of. Oh yeah, get yourself something to drink. There is there scotch in there?
If we don't do better this week, there will be scotch next week.
I've watched a couple podcasts to see if there's good ones out there. Take some good from other ones.
Yeah.
See what what we can do.
Yeah.
I've noticed that we're the only ones that actually hold microphones and sit on a couch.
Well, to me, this is kind of interesting. To me, it's kind of homey. I mean, this is not like, oh, we got to be professional. We got to do it. No.
Obviously not.
Listen. There are millions of podcasts out there.
Yes,
okay?
there are.
If you want a father and son just throwing it out there, telling you what we think, this is your podcast.
Done.
If you want, Shane Matthews with the coach and all that and all the professionalism.
All that expertise and all that experience, then yeah, you can watch them. If you want Sunday morning quarterback, Monday morning quarterback from dudes that never played football, never coached football, we are your men. However, my point there, Pops, was that most people have nice desks. They have nice setups, couple different cameras. They have somebody, there's microphone stands and stuff like that.
Well, we got our producer and director right over here.
Okay. We are still accepting donations. If anybody wants to start a GoFundMe.
What's the number up to right now?
I think it's at 0. I don't think we have a single penny. Somebody start a GoFundMe, the Chomp Time Podcast GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And we will include you in our riches when we become huge.
There you go.
So my prediction on the game, I put online 47-12 Texas.
Gators?
Texas over the Gators. I think this is probably going to be the game where the defense says enough. So they can't. Our defense has been playing so hard, especially given what they see on the other side of the ball, giving them nothing, putting them in bad spots, expecting them to just.
Hey, I just heard something yesterday when I was reading. There's a guy by the name of Dallas Wilson. It's actually going to play Saturday.
Pops on then, we're going to go right into Chomp Time Trivia. Future Mike, cue the Chomp Time Trivia thing. Put on some music. We'll get some, a little trivia music going. Pops, you just mentioned Dallas Wilson, a very high ballyhooed 5-star wide receiver, true freshman, lit it up in the orange and blue game.
Yeah.
Is going to be making his season debut, and what I understand, he's going to be starting.
Yes.
For the Gators in the Swamp.
Yes.
The trivia question goes like follows. It's a 3-parter.
Oh, okay.
So, as for the let me gather my thoughts. Shut up. Just let me gather my thoughts. Just relax for a minute, okay?
That's why we don't need to be professional.
We're not. We may be at some point, but we are not right now.
I don't want to be professional. No.
So, the question number 1A is, what is the most amount of receiving yards by a true freshman Gator receiver in his initial start, his initial game starting? What is the record for a true freshman Receiving yards, wide receiver. How many yards is it? And you got to tell me who it is. And the year. But that's just part one.
Really? I got to do all that? Really?
All right.
All right. Hold on.
Well, okay. So
I would say
just give me the yards.
140 yards.
Okay. And who do you think it was?
Percy.
Okay. You are wrong, and you are wrong. The record for a true freshman in his initial game in which he started was none other than Vernell Brown.
Oh,
that was this year against LIU.
Yes,
the
high school,
the middle school that we played earlier in the year. Yeah. we made they made us look good.
Yeah,
he had 79 yards.
Okay,
so that's going to be eclipsed by Dallas Woodson. I'm pretty sure.
Well, who's throwing the ball to him?
It's a good question. It's a very good question. The other kind of two-parter was, what is the record for catches in a game by a true freshman wide receiver? Doesn't have to be his initial start, but the number of catches in a game, true freshman wide receiver. Any idea on that one?
Well, I'd still go with Percy, but I'm sure that's wrong.
That's wrong again. The number is 11, and it was Trey Wilson. And I believe it was 2023. And then the record for most yards in a true freshman campaign as a wide receiver is 679. And that was by Antonio Callaway in 2015.
Wow.
So those are not very high numbers.
Wow.
Now, we are in game 5, right? So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 8 games left.
You had to use your hands to figure that out?
I did. That's the University of Florida education.
There you go.
That you paid for.
Yeah.
And I'm using to its fullest somehow.
All right. Here we go.
But yeah, he's got 8 games left. He is a superstar. He's going to be very good.
Yeah.
Do you think he breaks all?
Well, let me ask this question. What's the over and under that he's hurt in the very first game?
By the way, that's the end of the trivia. So you can take down the music. You can whatever. But that game that Trey Wilson had 11 catches in 2023.
Yeah.
Do you know how many total yards he had?
79.
No, 3.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. But that would make sense under Billy Napier.
So what's the over under that Dallas is hurt in the first game?
What was his injury? Do you know what his injury was?
No.
He's not the best color man in the league for nothing.
No.
No.
I'm assuming it's a leg of some kind. Was it a
hamstring?
Yeah, it must be something like that.
Hamstring you know what? Florida doesn't say a lot. They say lower body.
Yeah. So it was a leg of some kind. I mean, some injury of some kind. Yeah.
So you think he's going to be hurt within the first half?
Well, I'm just looking at the luck we have lately, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. So I love these guys online. Listen, why don't we just take DJ and redshirt him? He's already played too many games. Second of all, okay, why would you want to redshirt the guy in the first place? Why don't we just replace him with Jones and let Jones come out there? I mean, these people let's redshirt him. What for? What? Have you seen what he's got? If the guy is actually hurt, then shame on Billy for playing the damn guy. Shame on him for playing him. He really is hurt. There is a tremendous difference between last year and this year.
Yeah.
So if it is his health, okay, then shame on University of Florida and our staff and our trainers for letting this guy get out there and play. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
Agreed. And he was in a walking boot after the game. Oh, it's just precautionary. Really? So do we all just wear walking boots for precautionary reasons? Mama Cute did.
Well, here's the here's the thing. It's a side joke.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If he does seriously have a leg or a back problem, okay, then why didn't they tell him to slide when he was running those times and was trying to beat the hell out of the guy? Why not slide so you don't get hits? I'm just asking.
I can't say enough how little I've seen from a coaching standpoint from Billy Napier and his offense. We are ranked 113th out of 136.
We didn't play last week, and that's worse than we were last week.
That is correct.
Oh, my God.
Because there was a couple of people below us that actually had good games. It's amazing how little it appears that DJ has been taught, how little he has retained. We are, and Billy keeps saying we're that close. You're not. You're not.
No, and I agree. I think the true
spit it out.
The true of a quarterback, okay, is that when he goes to the line of scrimmage, he reads what the defense is doing, changes the play, and let's go.
I almost put you into chipmunk mode there.
I don't think this guy really understands defense. I'm just asking.
Well, it looked like he knew a lot more last year, and he knows very little this year. So either they confused him or just didn't teach him, and everyone's got the old footage from last year, and they're just adjusting.
Yeah,
like normal teams do. Pops,
listen, not yet. Let me ask you a question. Okay. At this point of the SEC season, we're 4 or 5 games in, depending on if somebody has a bye or whatever.
I'm going into different mode.
Okay.
Go ahead.
At this point right now, who's the leader, okay, of the SEC? Who's the best team right now in the SEC?
Well, it's probably it could be Texas A&M. It could be they're undefeated, right? Texas A&M. Texas is undefeated. No, Texas lost to Ohio State.
They lost to Ohio State.
Either Alabama or Mississippi.
I have Ole Miss. I'm telling you, that team, they got a lot of stuff going on, and they got a tremendous play caller, a good coach. He understands the game. Mm-hmm. I think Alabama's coming on right now. Mm-hmm. Their quarterback looked awfully good. Mm-hmm. But I think those probably are the 2 best teams right now in the SEC.
Was that leading anywhere? You just wanted to talk about?
I just wanted to see what your thought process was.
I don't have a whole lot of thoughts.
All right. Well, it's just
Pops. How about Pops off? Put up the thing. Put on some music. Yeah. Let me get your timer.
Hold on a second. I had the thing set up for a second.
Of course you did.
And for whatever reason.
So Pops off is Pops can talk about anything he wants in the world. He has 30 seconds to do it. I have a timer here. We'll put a timer on the screen right by his beautiful face there. And he has 30 seconds starting right now.
Hey, listen, I was born and raised in the Chicagoland area. Always been a Chicago fan for all the sports. Always been a Cub fan first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. I'm watching the playoffs, the last 2 games. These pitchers, I don't care what team you're on, they're throwing 100 to 103 miles an hour. What the hell is going on? It's like a field goal kicker kicking it 60 yards now, and nobody cares. I mean, let's make some changes.
You're always a second or two. Time. So your Pops off was about
100-mile-an-hour fastballs.
The pitchers in the MLB, especially in the playoffs, are all touching 99, 100, 102.
Both teams. It's ridiculous.
Aroldis Chapman is still going over 100.
I saw last night. I turned it on to see what the score was. I see Chapman. I said, what is he, 45? He's only 37.
Yeah.
But this guy has been around. He's still throwing 100 miles an hour.
I thought it was funny when I first saw him. So now he's on the Red Sox. He was on the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Cubs. He was on the Rangers. I think he won like 3 different titles, but he comes to the mound and they give him like an old school cell phone. He's like on the phone with somebody on the mound. Did you see that?
I didn't understand that.
I'm just like,
what's that all about?
I think it was the earpiece for the catcher.
Oh, okay. That's the new technology. Like in college, the catcher has a wristband, a wristwatch type thing, and it's like all technology now.
If you want nothing but the best in terms of analytics and knowing what's going on in all sports, you come here. All right, I will go into my little thing. I mean, we're running over, but it doesn't matter.
What do we talk? We got 21 minutes. We're fine.
Yeah, we're good. Just hang with us.
All right.
Just relax. I'm in Over the Top. You ever seen the movie Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, Pops? It was a arm wrestling movie, and Sylvester Stallone, he wears his hat like this, but then when he's about to go and do the arm wrestling, I turn it around. It's all about the truck. It's all about the truck. The truck was the big prize for winning that tournament, which I think he did.
Did he win?
Well, probably.
It was his movie, I'm sure.
Probably.
He did. Yeah.
So Mike Strikes Back. Put up the thing. That's fine.
Little dance.
Little dance. Little Mike Strikes Back.
Yeah. You're only getting 30 seconds.
All right, I get 30 seconds.
And you ready?
What? You're going to count down on this? Go. Bill Gates, you can eat a dick. Bill Gates is the biggest piece of shit on this planet. This guy wants to depopulate the planet by 2030, Pops. He actually has gone on record saying we have way too many people on the planet. We need to eliminate a bunch of them. And he's even alluded to vaccines being a method to do so. Are you out of your fucking mind? Who the hell do you think? You can't play God. You're Bill Gates. You're smart. You're an idiot.
Time.
Bill Gates. There's probably going to be some bleeping in there, Pops. I'm not sure. I do like to broadcast this to kids, so I don't know if.
Well, I could add a few other people to that. Can we put Springsteen in there? Yeah, I mean, come on, Bruce. I don't care if you don't like the president. That's fine. Do you have to say it over in Europe? Why don't you say it here in the United States? You got freedom of speech over here.
Same with Rosie O'Donnell. You left.
Yes.
You gave up the fight. If you were still here bitching about what's going on in the country while you have millions of dollars, so you have time and money to actually be an activist for the things you believe in, which I don't believe in, but at least you would be here fighting for what you believe in. Now you're in Ireland, which I'm not even sure is run better than America, and you're still like, go away. You left, you lost, you gave up the fight. You're done. You want to come back and then start that fight again? Fine. But right now, get out of our face.
You know, it's like the first one I remember is the Dixie Chicks went over there and they were bashing Bush because they were from Texas and Bush was the president. Listen, you can bash any president you want. I don't care. That's your right as an American. But let's not do it over there. If you have balls, do it over here. Okay?
Agreed.
I mean, come on.
As long as you're not stirring up violence and all that stuff.
Exactly.
And by the way, they're just the chicks now because apparently Dixie.
Oh, Jesus.
The Dixie is too offensive to people.
I guess.
I think this whole episode was just Mike Strikes Back and Pops off. This entire episode.
I love it.
Yeah, very little Florida Gator football, which it should because there's nothing to really talk about. But let's end off with this, Pops.
Yes.
I have a theory.
What is the theory?
The theory is in regards to the Florida Gator football program and why we have not gotten rid of Mr. Napier yet. Theory goes like this.
You have a theory. Right.
I have a theory. Since we paid so many coaches in the past, huge buyout, we never learned from that. We still give these unproven guys these huge buyout clauses. I think they might have an out for this one. The huge elephant that's been in the room since 2023 of December has been a guy named...
I know where you're going. Rashid.
Jaden Rashada.
Rashada. Yeah.
So he currently has a case suing the University of Florida, some other dude, and Billy Napier.
Yes.
Now, I think it was April of this year, they tried to get it thrown out. The administration, Billy Napier, his lawyers tried to get it thrown out. The judge said, nope, there's some stuff that I don't like what I saw, but we are moving forward with discovery.
Yes.
The trial date is set for July of 2026. So you say, well, Mike, how is that going to help us with firing him now? I'll tell you how it's going to help us, because the depositions were due. All depositions were due October 1st of 2025.
Well, that's today.
That is today. We'll be airing this tomorrow on the 2nd. But my theory is this. They have been waiting. I'm giving them a long leash and expecting that they're somehow have a brain in their head. But my theory is this. With all the depositions, which I believe are public knowledge, and if you're in the case, which the University of Florida administration is, you should be able to see all the depositions with their lawyers. I think that with all those depositions, they will now have enough to, at the very least, negotiate with Napier and his people to get the buyout down to at most $5 million.
Because of cause.
They might be able to just fire him because of cause, depending on what all the depositions say. They don't have to wait till the trial starts in 2026. with all the depositions, I don't know how any of this works. So once again, if you're looking for law advice, do not come here. I think they will have enough with the depositions to at the very least, negotiate a much lower buyout.
Well, that's a very interesting theory that I have not heard from anybody else.
Nope.
And it actually makes a hell of a lot of sense.
I'm as shocked as you are. But no, I went into because it's in the back of my mind all the time. Every now and then I'll see the name Rashada, whether it's on Facebook in some meaningless post or I see, and I went and saw, and I had to dig. There was just an article in Rivals, the only one I saw throughout, that said the trial date, when the depositions were due. I'm like, well, that's got to be something, because this is not good. It's never been good since it happened. It's just been thrown under the rug. This guy sued a very national lawsuit against our head coach and our coalition, whatever that was, and the administration.
Yeah.
That's not going to go away, because this is going to be a landmark case that sets a precedent for the NIL. So
so we're talking Florida, no. Arizona State, hurt, no. Georgia, reserve third string quarterback, no. Sacramento State?
But listen,
and he doesn't even start.
But listen, we're the idiots that valued him so much, even though he wasn't even a consensus top 10 quarterback recruit.
Yeah.
We're the idiots that offered him that amount of money, that said we were going to do that kind of money, and then pulled it off the table. He's not a good quarterback. I don't blame him for trying to get every penny, because it doesn't look like his football career is going to make him millions. So I don't blame him. I blame us for the most part, because we told him that's what we would get him. In addition to that, Pops, the theory will go like this. I think Texas, I don't want them to, but I think Texas is going to blow us out. The boos are going to be so loud and so obnoxious and so deafening by the end of the game. A game in which our defense has probably finally given up the reins, because they can't fight anymore when our offense can't even get first downs, much less score. I think
you predicted since the second week that it would be the after the Texas game he would get fired. You predicted that. That's what you said after the second game.
Yeah, it may or may not be true.
I said it would be during the bye, and you said no, it'll be after the Texas game when they blow us out.
It's not going to be pretty in the swamp. I'm going to watch. I'm going to root for us.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so that's it. I mean, I guess so. You got a theory. You got a bunch of old white guys ranting about certain things, got some politics in there.
And the thing that I don't like the most is, with all these high profile jobs, I mean, these are big time universities, okay, without head coaches. The longer we wait, the longer we're not going to have a chance at some.
Well,
we need a splash. You've been saying this from day one. We need a splash. And I'm afraid that by the time it gets to us, listen, all you people that think that Lane Kiffin's leaving Ole Miss, he's not leaving Ole Miss.
Do you keep calling him Kiffin? It's Kiffin.
Kiffin. What did I just say? Kiffin?
Oh,
I don't know. Kiffin. Yeah, he's not leaving Ole Miss, people. He's not going.
There's rumors out there that Ole Miss is operating minus $15 million a year from their football program.
No.
I don't believe it.
No,
I think you're full of shit.
That's ridiculous.
We'll see.
He's not leaving.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
But this was the Chomp Time podcast. I am Mike. That is Pops. And this is season 2, episode 7.
Lucky 7.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
You heard my theory.
Love it.
It's probably going to come true.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Come on, Gators! Get up and go! Chomp, chomp. Until next time. Goodbye.